Hi, I'm Rick Hein, and I'm a lawyer in the city of St. Louis, Missouri in the great American Midwest. Greetings and welcome to this short informational video. The purpose of this video is to orient you about what you should do in case you've been stopped by the police in the state of Missouri and given a traffic ticket. In this video, I'm going to explain why you should not pay your ticket before first speaking with a Missouri attorney, and to explain the point system and how it works in the state. So to begin, in the first place, how should you act if you received a traffic ticket in the state of Missouri? Don't pay it without talking to an attorney first. This is because the act itself of paying the ticket constitutes a plea of guilty and can result in the conviction and in the imposition of points on your driving record by the Department of Revenue of the state of Missouri. It's very important to talk with a traffic lawyer and to also take care of the tickets, because if you don't do that, they can affect you in the future. Also, many times a lawyer can help you avoid having to go to court personally, since the lawyer will usually make the appearance for you. Remember too that driving is a privilege, it is not a right, and you can lose your driving privilege if you disobey the traffic laws. Now I'll explain the point system in Missouri. The Department of Revenue imposes points on your record when it receives a notification that you were found guilty of what is called a moving violation. The number of points depends on the conviction. For example, you can receive 2 points for a municipal speeding charge, while the same charge in state court is a 3-point violation. But you can receive 12 points if you're found guilty of leaving the scene of an accident. If you accumulate 4 points in 12 months, the Department of Revenue will send you a warning letter for point accumulation. If you accumulate 8 points or more in 18 months, the Department of Revenue will suspend your driving privilege. The first suspension for points is 30 days, the second for 60 days, and the third or more suspensions is a 90-day point suspension. The Department of Revenue will revoke your driving privilege for 1 year if you accumulate 12 or more points in 12 months, 18 or more points in 24 months, or 24 or more points in 36 months. In order to reinstate your driving privilege for a point suspension or revocation, you have to go through an administrative process through the Department of Revenue. If you drive while suspended, your driving privilege can be revoked for a year after the conviction. And if you continue to drive with a revoked license, you can be charged with a felony and have your license revoked again for another year. Now let's talk about reduction of points. When your driving privilege is reinstated, the Department of Revenue will reduce the number of points you have to 4. If you drive every year after that without getting more points on your record, the points you already have will be reduced as follows. After 1 year, the total number of points will reduce by 1/3. After 2 years driving cleanly, the remaining points will be reduced by half. And after 3 years, the remaining points will be reduced to 0. Finally, let's talk about what happens if you don't take care of your traffic tickets. If you either don't go to court for a traffic ticket or you don't hire a lawyer to handle the case for you, the court will notify you normally within about 10 days that you have 30 days to take care of the tickets. Or the court clerk can send a notice to the Department of Revenue to have your driving privilege immediately suspended for failure to appear. Then you will have to reinstate your driving privilege for the failure to appear suspension by initiating yet another administrative process through the Department of Revenue. If you've been stopped by the police and received a ticket, please call us at the phone number on the screen to tell us about your case. It will be our privilege and our honor to serve you. Also, don't forget to look at the other informational videos we have on the different areas of law in which we practice. Good luck, best wishes, and thank you for your attention.